The rivals returning to the field, one going on a losing streak, the other looking to bounce back after a loss on Sunday. The ace returns home. It's the Steamers. It's the River Bandits here live from historic Hicksfield. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Smedley. Glad to be with you on another day of Steamers baseball here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page, getting set for action here. The River Bandits and the Steamers halfway through the 12 matchups so far this season. 12 in total, sixth game tonight. Steamers 3-2 in the season series. The Steamers 9-4 and the River Bandits 7-6. And we are going to turn it over momentarily for the playing of our national anthem, Chandler Padgett versus Lee Watson on the hill. Now we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer, Tommy, and we're going to take it away with the playing of our national anthem.
Issue of the Daily Advance, or visit dailyadvance.com. We ask you this time, if you will please stand, gentlemen, kindly remove your hats for the singing of our anthem tonight being performed by Savannah Coppinger.
Oh, say you see by the dawn road what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we walk again. We streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Steamers River Bandits up next on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back to historic Hicksfield. Steamers River Bandits. Let's check out the River Bandits starting lineup. Leading off, the third baseman, number 18, Preston Shelton. Batting second, the second baseman, number 4, Mitch Jones. Batting third, the right fielder, number 11, Armani Newton. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 27, Jack Nielsen. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 17, Colin Hughes. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Philip Daniels, number 14. Batting eighth, the shortstop, J.B. Bell. Keith Gardner, the extra hitter, number 35. Batting up next, Eston Snyder, the center fielder, number 16, batting ninth. And Josh Wilson, the catcher, batting 10th. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a ball. And it's 1-0, and the 1-0 pitch is fouled off from Preston Snyder, the third baseman for the River Bandits. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Chandler Paget, 1-1 fouled off. Paget. Paget on the mound so far, 5-10. And that one grounded to third. Cottle the throw to first, and Shelton is in there on an infield single. Infield single from Preston Shelton. And an early hit against Chandler Paget. 3-0 so far, a .47 ERA. Only 1 run allowed in his first outing against the Outer Banks Scallywags. So far, first appearance back home. And now Mitch Jones standing in. He takes a strike in there. 227 so far on the year for the second baseman. 400 OBP, 5 hits, a few singles, a few doubles as well. A throw over when Shelton is back. Steamers have won all 3 starts that Paget has made to this point. Making Winslow, Steamers catcher, right now at Chase Field at the MLB Draft Combine. Will be there the next few days. No balls and 2 strikes to Mitch Jones. And the pitch from Paget. Swung on, fouled straight back. Paget, 2 starts against the Outer Banks. 1 start against the River Bandits. Pitching matchup, the exact same from June 11th's matchup in Tarboro. The Steamers taking the 4-1 victory. 7 shutout frames for Paget. And the 0-2 pitch to Jones. Swung on, line drive, foul down the left field line. 0-2. River Bandits have lost their last 3 games, starting with the loss here against the Steamers on Friday. They lost Saturday against the Scallywags 10-7 in a controversial game. Multiple ejections and the 0-2 pitch. High, it's 1-2. Multiple ejections including both coaches, Grant Crosby, Brandon Matthews, and the PA announcer in that ball game. And then falling in a 5-inning game last night. And the 1-2 pitch in there for a called strike 3. High fastball from Paget. And he racks up strikeout number 1. 25th of the season for Paget. 24 coming into this game, averaging about 8 per game in his first 3 starts. And now Armani Newton stepping to the dish. 393 average, 11 hits, 9 singles in 9 games played. He has a home run. And the first pitch off and running is Shelton. Over right is the throw to second. The tag by Garza is high. And a stolen base for Preston Shelton. And a runner is on here with 1 out in the first. One ball, no strikes to the power-hitting right fielder tonight. Shelton takes off to third. Over Rightus, the throw to third, and he's out at third. Matthews, the coach over at third base, along with Shelton, thought he was safe. But over Rightus catches him over at third, and now the bases are empty with 2 outs. Trying to take the extra base with the starter Paget on the mound. Then the 2-0 pitch to Newton is fouled straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike to Newton. A double, home run, 5 RBIs, and the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, low and in. This now goes to 3-1. Paget might be the exception of the walk issues. He has 6. But 5 coming in 1 start, his last start. The count goes to 3-2. But even when he walks guys, he's been able to quickly respond and get the next batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first, and the pitch to Newton. Low, ball 4. And Newton walks to put a runner on with 2 outs. Let's take a look at the Steamers. In the field, in left field, Nate Paulson. In center field, Drifton Paget. In right field, Davis Halstead. In third base is Alden Cottle. Shortstop, Ty Garza. Luke Myers over at second base. Gabe Kirk over at first. And Tyler Overitis behind the dish. And the cleanup hitter stepping in for the River Bandits, Jack Nielsen, who's done damage against the Steamers. 4 RBIs in his last 2 games against the Clams. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. His first inning has been trouble for Steamers pitching this season. 14 of the 66 earned runs, have come in the top half of the first. And the 0-1 pitch, grounded a high chopper to second. Myers gathers, throws over to first, and that will do it for the top half of the first inning. River Bandits strand 1, a caught stealing. We go to the bottom half of the first. River Bandits 0, and the Steamers coming up. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Steamers coming up. Let's take a look at their starting lineup tonight. Batting first, the second baseman, number 3, Luke Myers. Batting second, the extra hitter, number 5, Giomar Santana. Batting third, the center fielder, number 16, Drifton Paget. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 9, Tyler Overitis. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 29, Gabe Kirk. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 22, Ryan Kay. Ty Garza, the shortstop, number 7, Cottle, Paulson, and Halstead. Paget, 286 average, 6 hits in his last 4 games. 1, 2 doubles, a triple in there. And now Luke Myers will stand in there in the bottom half of the first inning against left-hander Lee Watson in his second start of the season, his 5th total appearance. And the first pitch to Myers is outside, ball 1. Watson, the second most innings on the River Bandits, to Josh Procott. 11 2/3, 4 games, 1 start. That 1 start coming against the Steamers on the June 11th game. And the 1-0 pitch is in there. Umpires for tonight's game behind the plate is Frank Eduardo. Around the bases is Eric Byram and Kenny Lewis. Watson went 5 innings in that game against the Steamers. He gave up 3 runs. And the 1-1 pitch is outside. Watson set to attend Charleston Southern University. Played with Chris Morris at Pitt Community College. The 2.93 ERA, 7-3 in the spring, and the 2-1 pitch is high. It's 3-1. Luke Myers so far this season, 40 at-bats, 12 hits, 300 average, 10 RBIs. Has 11 walks, and he's 1 ball away from getting that. And the 3-1 pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and the count is 4. Second baseman Myers started all but 1 game. All but 2 games, at second. But both games he came into play late. And the 3-2 pitch on the inside corner called. Strike 3 on the fastball. And Watson gets the first out here in the first inning. Let's take a look at the River Bandits in the field. In left field is Philip Daniels. In center field, Eston Snyder. Right field, Armani Newton. Shelton, Bell, Jones, and Nielsen around the diamond, with Josh Wilson behind the plate, catching Lee Watson. Giomar Santana in there, the extra hitter tonight. And he takes the first pitch outside, ball one. Santana, he's played catcher this year. He's played left field, right field. In an extra hitter, Steamers without Macon Winslow again at the MLB Draft Combine in Arizona for the next few days. Overitis moving up to the cleanup spot. Paget as well. And the 1-1 pitch to Santana. Swung on, line drive. Newton comes in and makes the catch out and right. For route number 2, a line drive to right. And 2 quick outs here in the first. And now Driftin Paget to the plate. Driftin Paget, 11 games so far. 35 at-bats. 286 average, 2 doubles. A home run, 3 RBIs. Had a home run in Tarboro against the River Bandits a few weeks ago. And he takes the first pitch from Watson in there for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swung on, popped in the air to right. Newton gonna come in, a few steps, and he makes the catch. A 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Watson on the mound. We go to the second. Both teams are scoreless first. The River Bandits and the Steamers tied up at 0. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back. Top half of the second inning. River Bandits Steamers. Chandler Paget out for his second inning of work. 5-6-7 for the River Bandits. Colin Hughes, Phillips, Daniels, and J.B. Bell. And the first pitch to Hughes in there for a strike. Colin Hughes so far, 11 games, 25 at-bats, a .280 average. 438 OBP. Ball over near the River Bandits dugout. Watch out there. No, not a ton of protection. There's a brick wall right in front of the dugout area. And J.B. Bell, who was playing in the hole, he's going to sit behind the brick wall. And the 0-2 is outside. Hughes, 7 hits, 4 singles, 2 doubles. He has a home run, and it came right here. In the 23-14 River Bandits victory, and the 1-2 pitch just missed low and in. It's now 2-2. Paget featuring a fastball, curveball out on the mound, changeup occasionally, and the 2-2 pitch swung on, fouled off. On Paget so far, 24 strikeouts. First time a Steamers pitcher has had at least 17 in back-to-back games since Nicky Waterking did that last season. 2-2 fouled off. And the first time a Steamers pitcher has started his first 3 games on the road since Tanner Thatch last season. Again with Thatch, more of a reliever out of the pen too. And the 2-2 line over the head of Garza into center field, and the River Bandits have 2 early hits. Hughes with a single to center and a leadoff base runner for Tarboro. 2-2 pitch, shot right back up the middle. And now Phillips Daniels up to bat, playing left field today. 3 catchers, or at least catchers listed on the roster for the River Bandits out in the field. Daniels, the left fielder, as he takes a strike at the knees. Hughes is over at first base. The DH tonight, and Josh Wilson is the catcher that's behind the plate. Brent Riddle getting the day off. Brandon Phillips as well at short. And the 0-1 is low. It's 1-1. Snyder in there in center field. Newton, first time so far this season against the Steamers. He's in the outfield. The 1-1 is high. It's 2-1. So far on the season for Daniels, 176 average and 17 plate appearances. And the 2-1 pitch from Paget is a breaking ball in there for a strike. 5 games played, the 6th one, 3 hits, 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs. And the 2-2 pitch, low, and the count is full, 3-2. Fastballs missed the mark so far on Paget. In 3-0, .47 ERA. The only run was a home run by Hayden Freeze in the first game of the season, and a breaking ball outside, ball 4. And 2 runners on here in the top half of the second on a single and a walk. And now the shortstop, J.B. Bell, looking to give the River Bandits an early lead. Steamers are looking at that walk. Early statistics on that, 1-3 when pitchers walked at least 10 batters as Bell swings over the top. 1-3, the only win coming Saturday, the 6-5 victory over Wake Forest. Shortstop Bell stepping in there, and the 0-1 grounded foul down the third base side. It's 0-2. 12th game for Bell. 273 average, 9 hits. See him mostly in the leadoff spot this season. And the 0-2 pitch coming from Paget. Inside, almost got him on the breaking pitch. And the count goes to 1-2. 2 on. Here in the second, a single and a walk as the River Bandits looking to get the early tally. And the 1-2. Swung on, grounded foul down the first base side. J.B. Bell, Low State University, the middle infielder. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul again. Out in front of a fastball. As mentioned, Paget in his last start against these River Bandits, 7 innings. Got the win, 3 hits. That one swung on, flied. Shortstop Garza out, and he makes the catch in shallow left. And now Keith Gardner is in there. 1 out, runners on first and second. A huge out, number 1 for Paget here in the top half of the second. And the first pitch to Gardner is in there for a strike. Keith Gardner so far on the season. 10th game, batting 150 at the dish. And the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike, a breaking ball over. And Gardner down in the count, 0-2. 3 hits, single, a double. Looking for another one right here for the River Bandits. Runners on first and second, and the pitch swing and a miss. He struck him out on the fastball. Rears back and throws it by Gardner, and there's 2 away here in the second. 2 huge outs. And now Eston Snyder to the dish. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night on the mound for Paget. And now there's 2 outs for the center fielder, Eston Snyder, who's played games in both corners and now in center field, and the first pitch fouled off. So far, it's been a struggle for Snyder at the dish. 11 games, a 129 average in 31 plate appearances. 4 hits, all of them singles. He has 3 singles, a home run, and 3 RBIs. And the 0-1 pitch from Paget. Swung on, grounded foul, and 5 consecutive strikes now for Paget. After the leadoff single and walk to start off the inning, he's a strike away from getting out of the early second inning jam. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And Paget delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking pitch. Chandler Paget, masterful on the hill to get out of the trouble. We go to the bottom half of the second. The River Bandits strand 2. The Steamers are coming back up. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
My name is Tyler Alvarez, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Tyler. Your official home for every Steamers home game, including a select few away games, including this Sunday against the Uwharrie Wampus Cats. Have coverage on the road in a non-PCO game. Tyler will start us off here in the bottom half of the second over Riders Kirk and K, 4-5-6 for the Clams against Lee Watson. As mentioned, second start of the year. Only other time he went more than 3 innings in a ball game. 5 against these Clams on June 6th. And over Riders, a check swing, hit it right back to Watson, who fields it, throws over to first, and 1 pitch, 1 out on a check swing ground ball here in the second. And now Gabe Kirk will come to the dish. 3 2/3 in 2 appearances since that ball game for Watson. 2 2/3 against Wake Forest and an inning against the Outer Banks. And now there's 1 out. Now Gabe Kirk, who's looking to get going again. It's the hitter of the week, the first week of the season. Batting over 300. He had a home run. But since June 11th, 136 average, 3 hits, a double, and 2 RBIs. And the 0-1, big cut and a miss. Big swing over top of it. Spinning out of the zone, and now he's down 0-2 against the hard lefty in Watson. And the 0-2. Breaking ball way outside. Kirk at first base tonight. Tate Abbott another day off. Abbott got the day off Saturday against Wake Forest. Hit the home run Sunday against the Disco Turkeys in the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside. You see both of those guys all over the field with one another. Kirk Abbott after the game, for the game, taking BP, same group. First baseman from Olivet College. They get it going here in the second, and the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a cue ball right out to short. Running in is Bell. A throw to first, and he got him. J.B. Bell on a soft roller to short. Coming up and making the play, and now there's 2 outs here in the second as Watson has faced the minimum so far. 5 up, 5 down for the Steamers, and now Ryan Kay standing in. And at DH tonight with with Halstead in left and Paulson in right. And the pitch from Watson. Outside, 1-0. Ryan Kay has had his success against the River Bandits Thursday and Friday. A few hits Thursday night in the loss, and had 3 with 3 RBIs in the 9-2 victory as he takes the 1-0 pitch outside. It's 2-0. Saying Friday night after the game, the Clamtastic play of the game, time to bounce back. The team did so, and in the next 2 fell on Sunday. Okay, batting 6th in the lineup tonight. River Bandits on their rough road trip and rough stretch here. As the 2-1 line right up the middle, a base hit. Kay continues his success against the River Bandits. A base hit up the middle. And the first hit of the game for the Steamers. On a line drive single by Ryan Kay, and now Ty Garza to the dish. Going back to the River Bandits, and lost 3 straight games. They've been outscored 23-9 during this stretch. And the first pitch to Garza, swung on line, drive up the middle, another base hit right up the middle for the Clams, and runners on first and second with 2 outs. Ty Garza taking the first pitch and wasting no time, shooting it right back up the middle. Ty Garza continues his on-base streak. His average was up to 219, going to continue to go up even more. And now Alden Cottle up to the dish. Now both teams with 2 hits. And just like the River Bandits in the top of the second, the Steamers have 2 on, with 2 outs here in the bottom half on a pair of 2-out hits. And the first pitch, breaking ball inside, gets away from Wilson at the plate, and both runners will advance. Pass ball on the breaking pitch from Watson. Now a base hit can score 2 for the Clams. And the way it's been so far this season, might not need to get 5+ runs the way Chandler Padgett has been on the mound. 1 ball. And no strikes. And the pitch to Cottle. Another breaking ball. This one in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alden Cottle. So far this season, again coming back from an injury, but still .080 average. Only 2 hits and 25 at-bats. And the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, low and in. It's 2-1. Watson on the mound. In every appearance so far, he's allowed a hit. He's allowed at least 1 run to come across, whether it's earned or unearned. Steamers looking to tag him here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count goes to 2-2 on the changeup. Right fielder Nate Paulson waiting on deck, forgets to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Both teams with 2 hits. Steamers are going to get one across. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive. Coming in is Newton. He'll play it on a hop. 1 run is in. Coming around third is Garza. The throw home is not in time. A 2 RBI single from Alden Cottle. And the Steamers take a 2-0 lead here in the second. A cue shot to right. Plates 2. And the Steamers take an early advantage, and now Nate Paulson to the dish. Jam shot into right. Newton playing medium depth, and he couldn't make the catch. Now Nate Paulson. Talking to him before the game, he was the first one in the ballpark getting some extra tee work in. Takes the first pitch high. So he changed his stance from last summer to the spring. A bit high. He was talking about Cody Bellinger's kind of stance, moving his hands higher behind his head. Working on getting those back down to his success last season as the team's MVP. And the 1-0 pitch is outside. Walk-up music song change as well. Looking to get some momentum going. Has 2 hits and 22 at-bats. This is his 10th game Has 10 walks, though. He's getting on base, but still looking for that power. Watson throws over. Cottle is back. Cottle, 2 RBIs with that base knock. He had 1 RBI in 7 games coming into this one. 2-0. Pitch to Paulson is outside. The count is 3-0. Davis Halstead in the on-deck circle if the inning continues. 3 balls. No strikes. And the pitch to Paulson is in there for a strike. Fastball on the outer half. Bridgeport, West Virginia native. Played center field Saturday. Did not play on Sunday. And the 3-1 pitch, big cut and a miss. And the count is 4, 3-2. Cottle should be off of first. 2-0 Steamers lead. A 2 RBI single for the Clams third baseman. Cottle over at first. And the full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. Paulson walks and runners on first and second. And now Davis Halstead to the plate. And the catcher, Wilson, going to go out and talk to his lefty as David Halstead comes to the dish. Halstead so far on the year in 12th game. 19 at-bats so far, 2 hits, 105 average, but a 433 on-base percentage. He has 11 walks, an RBI, and a pair of steals. 3 returners for the Steamers at the bottom of this lineup, looking to continue to do damage. Cottle the RBI hit, Paulson the walk, and now Davis Halstead due up. All of this coming with 2 outs, 2 quick outs to Overitis and Kirk. Kay, Garza and Cottle with singles, and Paulson the walk. And the first pitch to Halstead is on the inside corner for a strike. Fastball got in there. Steamers 3-2 so far against the River Bandits this season. 2 out of the 3 wins coming right here at historic Hicks Field. And the 0-1 pitch to Halstead. Swung on, fly ball to right. Newton heading over towards the line, and it gets into the River Bandits bullpen. And Halstead is still alive, but the count moves to 0-2. Halstead yet to get going this season. Batted over 270 last year, was a big contributor down the stretch. Especially now with Winslow out of the heart of the order. Could be a huge addition. Start coming around at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. 2 already across for the Clams. And the pitch from Watson. Swinging a ground ball foul over to third. Halstead. Out Olive, his teammate from the Spartans, out at second base, and Cottle has the right side of the infield if he wants it, with Jones guarding the bag at second. Clams looking for more against the lefty Watson here in the second inning. And the 0-2 pitch, high and outside. Clams scoring 6 runs on Saturday against the Fungo. All 6 of those runs came in the middle innings. And Sunday, the 12-7 loss, it was 12-2 in the 9th. Halstead grounds another one foul. Steamers plated 5 in the 9th inning, including a home run. The past few games, the early innings have not been too kind to the Clams. A lot of runners on. Count still 1-2 to Halstead, who keeps fighting against the lefty Watson. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Outside, it's 2-2. Seventh pitch coming now from Watson. 3 foul balls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, and another delivery to Halstead. A breaking ball high, and the count is full, 3-2. Very good eye at the plate for Halstead here. Again, the 11 walks is tied for the league lead, the team lead with Myers and Overitis. Just has struggled to get the hits to fall so far. A huge spot here. The 3-2 pitch. Runners off. Halstead cues it over to first. Nielsen corrals it, tosses it to first. A race to the bag, and Halstead is safe. Halstead beating Watson to the bag on a cue shot to first. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And now the lineup turns over for Myers. A race to the bag. The 5th straight steamer to reach with 2 outs. And now Luke Myers to the dish. Myers 0 for 1. He struck out in the bottom of the first. 4 hits for the Steamers. And the pitch to Myers in there for a strike. 4 hits and then a walk to Paulson. 2 RBI single by Cottle. He's over at third. Paulson out at second. He walked. Halstead an infield single. He's around at first. And Luke Myers up. And the 0-1. Swung on, fouled straight back, and he's down in the count 0-2. Luke Myers, 10 RBIs. He's the 3rd steamer now to get to double-digit RBIs so far, joining Abbott and Gabe Kirk in the leadoff spot. 0 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Check swing, check to first. Myers did not go. On half of the River Bandits walking off the field. The inning will continue. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases full here in the second. Steamers with 2 across so far. And the pitch outside, and the count goes to 2-2. Only PCL game in action tonight. The other one, the Scallywags and the Sea Dogs, rained out. No rain coming here through Edenton. Few sprinkles earlier. And the 2-2 pitch in there, called strike 3. Myers can't believe it, but he will be walking back to the dugout, stranding the bases loaded in the second. The Steamers get 2 across on the RBI hit by Alden Cottle. We go to the third. The Clams up 2-0. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back. Top half of the third inning. 2-0. Steamers in front. Those Steamers runs brought to you by Feral Gas. Easy propane service. The 2 RBI base knock by Alden Cottle. Chandler Paget back to work. A ground ball. Cottle getting some action. Fields it on a hop and throws it to first after a bobble and gets Wilson. Not the fleetest of foot to first, and Cottle knocking it down and tossing over to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now Preston Shelton, the top of the order. 1 and 2 here for Chandler Paget, who now 8 14 straight scoreless innings in the pitch. In their first strike, again dating back to that first inning on the road in the first game of the season against Outer Banks. And the 0-1 pitch, high, it's 1-1. Shelton, his first time up, one of the 2 hits, but was stranded out at second base. And the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Breaking pitch is dancing tonight for Paget. Got it inside and out. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball right field. Coming in is Paulson, and he'll track it down and make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs. Quickly from Paget. And now Mitch Jones standing in. Handler Paget 3-0. Him and Ben Bausis, the only Steamers starters to go more than 5 innings, or at least 5 innings so far. And Paget has done that in each of his 3 starts. And the 0-1 pitch to Jones. Swinging a fly ball into left field, a base hit, dunking it in. And Jones, a 2-out base hit, the 3rd one of the game for the River Bandits over the head of Cottle. And now Armani Newton, who walked his first time, is due up at the dish, the dangerous power hitter, who has a home run so far this season. 5 RBIs. Came late to the season, missed the first few games, including the first matchup between these teams. And the first pitch to Newton, swung on, fouled off. It's quickly 0-1. See if the River Bandits go again. They were running wild in the first inning. Shelton with a stolen base. So far this season, 46 stolen bases for the River Bandits. And the 0-1 pitch to Newton, called strike 2 as Overitis was ready to throw down to second. No movement from Jones. Now it's 0-2 to Newton. 2 outs. Paget looking to strand another base runner. And the pitch. Jones goes and stops, and the breaking ball is taken low. So far on the season, Jones has 4 stolen bases. Preston Shelton has 7, now 8, after the stolen base in the first. And the 1-2 pitch to Newton. Swung on, line drive to center. Paget tracks it down and makes the catch to help his brother get out of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the third. Steamers lead the River Bandits 2-0. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. And Giomar Santana lines it right to first base. Nielsen, and there's 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the third, 1 pitch, 1 out. Santana is gone. 2, 3, 4 due up for the Clams. And now drifting Paget up to the dish. 0 for 1. All 4 hits for the Steamers coming from the bottom of the order. Kay, Garza, Cottle, and Halstead in the second. And the first pitch to Paget is in their first strike. Outfielder from NC Wesleyan. 286 average. Home run, 3 RBIs. Hitter of the week for week number 2 for the Clams, and a big cut and a miss. So far, when Paget has been in the field, his brother on the mound, good things have happened for the Clams. Not only has Chandler dominated, but each of those games, Paget's got a few hits. Had a few hits against the Outer Banks, 2 for 3. The game against Tarboro with his brother on the mound, hit a home run late in the 4-1 win. And the 1-2 pitch from Watson, big cut and a miss. He struck him out. And quickly 2 outs in the bottom of the third as Watson looking for a rebound inning after the 2-run second for the Clams. And now Tyler Oberitis due up. His second at bat. Hit the cue shot right back to Watson to start the second inning before the Clams barrage with 2 outs. Oberitis, 226 average. And he swings at the first pitch, flies it to center. Coming in is Snyder. He won't get it. And it falls in front of him. And Oberitis has a 2-out hit. The Clams looking to repeat the success in the second. Another really weak hit for the Clams. Nothing hit too hard tonight, but it's finding the grass in the outfield. And now Gabe Kirk due up. 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time. Gonna keep the inning going here. And the pitch from Watson. Low and away, it's 1-0. Watson at Pitt Community College in the spring. 13 appearances, 7 starts. He pitched 43 innings. 11.09 Ks per 9. Only gave up 14 earned runs. As Kirk a big cut and a miss. And breaking stuff. Nasty movement on the hill for Watson. Left a few fastballs up. Steamers have gotten a few down so far. And a few infield knocks. And the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Watson played with current River Bandits teammate Mitch Jones at J.H. Rose High School. Greensville, North Carolina native, looking to get out of the third inning here. The 1-2 pitch to Kirk. Swing and a fly ball to right. Newton drifting back. It's playable, though, in front of the track, and he'll make the catch to end the bottom of the third. The Steamers strand a 2-out base hit. We go to the fourth. The Clams lead the River Bandits 2-0. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
Hi, my name is Ben Bausis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben. Ben came in to relief in the loss against the Disco Turkeys on Sunday night, the 12-7 defeat. Bausis pitched 4 innings out of the pen. Gave up 3 runs, but Struck out a few, kept the Steamers in it. Chandler Paget on the mound tonight. 3 innings, 3 hits, no runs. 4, 5, 6 due up. And the first pitch to Jack Nielsen is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Nielsen has mentioned 4 RBIs against the Steamers, but has done it to other teams as well so far. And the 0-1 pitch driven to right. Paulson is underneath of it. He comes in and he makes the catch. An 0-1 fly out to begin the 4th. And now Colin Hughes, the left-handed hitting catcher from Longwood University, will step in. Hughes so far 280 average, 5th best on the team, 7 hits. And the first pitch, a big swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Just like the Steamers, only 1 triple for the River Bandits. Brandon Phillips with 1. Some rain falling here at Historic Hicks Field. And the 0-1 is low. It's 1-1. And a 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded foul to first. His 11th plate appearance against the Steamers so far. Played in the game on June 2nd, June 6th. 5th game against Edenton for Hughes. And the 1-2 pitch from Paget. Breaking ball outside. It's 2-2. Really the first breaking pitch from Paget that's been way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the pitch. Breaking ball just missed inside, and the count goes from 1-2 to 3-2 against Hughes. In a 2-0 ball game here in the top half of the 4th. And the full count pitch. High, ball 4, and a 1-out walk puts Hughes over at first. And we'll bring up Phillips Daniels to the dish. Phillips Daniels from the Citadel College, the freshman infielder catcher for Citadel in the spring. 14 games played, 4 starts. Had a few hits. And the first pitch to him. Low, it's 1-0. 133 average, 133 slugging. Flora High School earned All-State and All-Region honors. And the 1-0 pitch is high. It goes to 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And Paget a throw over. Back to first is Hughes. Paget 3 1/3 so far. 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 Ks. No earned runs. And the 2-0 pitch to Daniels is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Falling behind with the fastball. And it back right there. It's 2-1. And the pitch. Just missed on the inside half. Inside is the call from home plate umpire Frank Eduardo. 3 balls, 1 strike. In danger of walking his second batter of the inning and 4th overall in the pitch. High, ball 4. And he does just that, and now runners on first and second for the River Bandits. The 3rd time they've had runners on first and second in the game. They've stranded the previous 2. And now J.B. Bell at the dish. Bell is 0 for 1 so far. And the pitch to him. Swung on, fouled off. That's how Paget really got himself into trouble the last game against Outer Banks, the walks. He's able to get through 7 innings. Went over 120 pitches. And the 0-1 is in there for a strike. Now ahead 0-2 to Bell after walking the last 2 batters. J.B. Bell, the infielder at shortstop today. And the 0-2 outside. Been at second base, been at shortstop tonight, giving Brandon Phillips the day off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. On the inside corner, called strike 3. A huge strikeout. And Paget dancing the tightrope again. And now Keith Gardner stepping in fourth strikeout to go along with the 4 walks for Paget. Looking to strand a few runners on the base pass again, and the first pitch to Gardner is high, ball 1. Gardner struck out on 3 pitches his first time. And the 1-0 pitch outside, and it's 2-0. Fastball way outside. Keith Gardner from Coppin State University, the Franklinton, North Carolina native. First and third baseman. And the 2-0, big cut and a miss. It's 2-1. 12 games played in the spring, 9 starts. 273 average, which was 6 bats on the team. Looking to get a hit here for the River Bandits. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. And Paget is 1 strike away from getting out of another first and second jam here in the 4th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Paget. Stranding 2 runners here in the 4th. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 2-0. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 3 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, June 24th, Saturday, July 2nd, and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars today, and we will see you at the ballpark. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan Kay due up first here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Steamers, who lead it 2-0. Lee Watson out there for his 4th inning of work. So far on the mound, Watson 3 innings, 5 hits, a few runs given up, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and set to face 6, 7, 8 Kay, Garza, and Cotto. Here in the 4th inning, Kay started the bottom of the 2nd rally that plated 2 runs with a 2-out single right up the middle, continuing his strong performances against the River Bandits. Came into the game, 265 average, and the first pitch grounded to first. It stays fair when Nielsen hags the bag. Bat shatters in half and just past home plate. Days retired at first, and now Ty Garza steps to the dish. Get another bat from Longhorn after that. And Ty Garza, also with a base hit his first time, came around to score on the hit from Cottle. And the first pitch to him's outside, ball 1. Ty Garza continues his success, his on-base streak. And the pitch low. It's 2-0. Batting .308 over the last 5 games, dating back to June 14th against the Redbirds. And the 2-0 pitch just missed. It's now 3-0. Garza taking over for Ryan Goff. A few Sundays ago, broken hand against the River Bandits, and Ryan Garza really gotten on a roll lately, average up to 219. And the 3-0 is in there first strike. Shortstop from Barton College. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And the pitch from Watson. Swung on, fouled off, and the count is full. It's 3-2. Standings in the PCL as of tonight. The Steamers still 6-3 after the 2 exhibition games. First of 4 coming up against PCL opponents on this 7-game homestand. And the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded on the infield. Slow hopper. Shelton comes in, grabs it, throws to first and high over Nielsen, and it gets into the dugout, and Garza will advance up to second. Slow chopper on the infield. Shelton took it instead of Bell, leading his way to the bag and overshoots the first baseman, Nielsen, who stands 6'2", but it still overshoots him. The first error of the game. River Bandits committed 3 errors in the 9-2 loss to the Clams on Friday. Now Alden Cottle already has 2 RBIs on a single so far. Has a chance for another with Garza out at second. And the pitch. High, ball 1. Again in the standings. Sea Dogs now in second. 2-1. They've won 2 straight games in the PCL after a win over Greenbrier a few nights ago. Tarboro 5-5, back to 500. And Garza goes and stops, and the 1-0 pitch is high. It was really halfway to third base. Stopped and retreated. Greenbrier Knights 4th, 1-1. Outer Banks Scallywags, they've won 3 straight games, now 4-6-1. The Norfolk Redbirds 0-2-1. And the 2-0 pitch from Watson. Outside, 3-0. Danger of putting Cottle on for a second time. Steamers 2-1 so far in the first 3 games of this 7-game homestand. As mentioned, Tarboro tonight, the Sea Dogs of Virginia Beach on Thursday, the Redbirds on Friday, and the Scallywags on Saturday. Before a 3-game road trip. 3 balls, 1 strike to Cottle. Paulson on deck. He has a base now. Well, he's a walk. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss. No action yet in either pen. Starters can efficiently. Paget with 76 pitches. Watson so far on the hill with 68. On the 3-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball right field side, and he'll get out of play. Account remains 3-2. As mentioned, Cottle 1 RBI coming into this game, 2 with the last base hit. A double, a few singles now. And for another one here, again, hole on the right side with Jones shaded towards second for the pickoff. And the 3-2. Swinging a foul ball again. Cottle hanging in against the lefty Watson. And Cottle taking a moment here. 2-0 Steamers lead. So far they've only trailed in 3 games so far this season. All of them losses in the end. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Cottle. Low, ball 4, and Cottle's on for the second time tonight. A single and a walk. And now Nate Paulson will come to the dish with 2 on. And Grant Crosby, the River Bandits manager, is going to go out and talk with his young lefty. With 2 on and 1 out. It's really been the River Bandits pitching that has struggled. Gave up 10 runs against Outer Banks. They were good last night. Ryan Nielsen pitched 4 innings, gave up only 3 runs, but the game was called in the 5th inning due to a lighting issue. The Outer Banks lights went out. Game was called. Second time. PCL so far this season, you've had fog interrupt a game? The Steamers' first game against the Scallywags had rain delay between these two teams. Also had some travel delay here on Sunday night. And the Disco Turkeys getting here, and seen it all so far this season. Mound visit over. Paulson coming to the dish at walk number 11 on the season, continuing to raise that OBP. Now an opportunity to extend the lead in the early going. Paget pitching the way he is. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Paulson, 233 average in the spring, 10 home runs, 39 runs batted in for the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State University. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss on the high fastball. Talking with Paulson too, saying he's more of a low ball hitter, swinging through a lot of fastballs high earlier on in the season. Fastball there from Watson. Balls, 2 strikes. To the Steamers, right fielder with 1 out. Garza and both runners go, and Paulson fouls it off. This time Garza went a good jump. Following behind him was Cotto, and both will retreat. Steamers with 17 stolen bags so far this season. Ryan Kay leading the group with 4. The guy at the plate, Paulson, right behind him with 3. As much as 46 for the River Bandits. Still motion on the bags. A few hit and runs. Tried, like right there. And the 0-2 pitch from Watson. Swing and a line drive right back to first. Nielsen makes the catch, and Cotto retreats before Nielsen would be able to apply the tag. And now there's 2 outs, and runners on first and second, and now Davis Halstead steps into the plate, an infield single in the second. Loading him up, kept the inning going, to no avail. He has another opportunity now. 2 on and 2 out, here in the 4th. Halstead looking for his first 2-hit game of the season. And the first pitch to him. High, it's 1-0. In left field today. So left field the other night in the victory over Wake Forest. And rotating outfielders in, K and DH tonight. All of the outfielders starting except for Jackson Ellison. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Santana the extra hitter, Kay the designated hitter, Halstead, Paulson, and Paget all around the outfield. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Clams left fielder, 2 outs, 2 on. Looking for more here in the 4th in a 2-0 ball game. And the 1-1. Outside, great snap by Wilson, an athletic dive. Kept it in front of him. A lot of pass balls in all of the matchups, all of the 5 so far between the teams. Wilson, great snap there. And now the count goes to 2-1. 2 outs. Missed starting 2-5. Rain still coming down, and the 2-1. Breaking ball in their first strike, and the count goes to 2-2. Watson looking to replicate Paget's performance in the top half of the inning and get out of a runners on first and second jam. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, breaking ball inside, both runners go. Garza gets in there, and so does Cotto. A double steal works for the Steamers. And now 2 in scoring position with the count full for Halstead. 80 pitches already for Watson. Haven't even made it through the 4th yet. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Inside, ball 4, and Halstead is on for the second time, and the bases are loaded for Luke Myers for the second time in the ball game. Almost a carbon copy of the bottom of the second inning. Only thing missing is the 2 runs across from the Clams. Myers with the bases loaded and 2 outs now. Third walk of the game for Watson. 5 hits allowed, a few runs, and the first pitch to Myers. Low, it's 1-0. Walks, 3 strikeouts, including 2 to the man at the dish. Who has redemption after he struck out. Call it wasn't favorable to Myers. And the 1-0. Swung on, fouled off. Rarely do you see a guy like Myers so frustrated after the last at-bat. One ball, 1 strike. Foul ball. Myers, since being moved to the leadoff spot on June 13th versus Outer Banks, got that question the other night. 227 average, 5 hits, 5 RBIs, 4 runs. He also has 4 walks in there as well. And the 1-1, high, it's 2-1. Balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here in the 4th, and the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, center field. It's shallow. Newton running in. Coming in and making the catch is the center fielder, Snyder. And for the second time tonight, the Steamers strand the bases loaded. And they come up with no runs in the 4th. We go to the 5th. The Clams lead the River Bandits 2-0. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at FaroGas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back. Top half of the 5th inning. Padgett out for his 5th inning of work, up against 9, 10, and 1 for the River Bandits. Snyder, Josh Wilson, and Preston Shelton, a 2-0 ball game. 2 runs on an RBI single by Clams' third baseman, Alden Cottle, back in the 2nd. A lot of base runners left on both sides. River Bandits have had 3 innings with runners on 1st and 2nd. And the first pitch, line right up the middle, a base hit by Eston Snyder, wasting no time. And for the 2nd straight inning, a leadoff base runner for the River Bandits. And a base hit up the middle. Now Josh Wilson up at the dish. 0 for 1. Catcher Wilson from Belmont Abbey Community College, Wake Forest native, did not play for Belmont Abbey in the spring. And the first pitch to him. Swung on, fly ball to right. Paulson in seat at first. He makes the catch. The throw to first. Kirk the stretch, but it's not in time. Swinging on the first pitch, the River Bandits wasting no time in the 2nd plate appearance. And now the lineup turns over for the 3rd baseman, Preston Shelton, 1 for 2 with a base knock. Padgett's throwing strikes tonight, and the River Bandits swinging away. They have 4 hits, 1 error, no runs across to this point. Throw over, back to first is Snyder. Putting it into perspective, the dominance for Padgett again. 3 ERA. The only one under. Strike is called. Throw to second. Throw goes into center field. And swiping second base is Snyder, the second stolen base for the River Bandits tonight. Another runner in scoring position. Stolen bag number 48 on the season for Tarboro. And a lot of that has come against the Steamers. Now a runner in scoring position for Shelton as the River Bandits looking to respond here in the 5th. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off, and Paget ahead in the count 0-2. Similarly to Watson, Paget creeping up in the pitch count. He's up to 80 pitches. Dancing out at second is Snyder. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on. Soft grounder towards third. Paget bare hands. Throws to first and it gets by Kirk. Coming around to score with Snyder. Up to second base goes Shelton. In a hit and an error by Paget. A run will score. Low throw from Paget. And the scoreless streak ends at 19 innings. And now Mitch Jones up. 2-1 ball game now with a tying run out at second. Jones 1 for 2 with a strikeout, and he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Such a tough play. Paget coming off the mound, going to the third base side. He kind of sidearmed it to first. And the 0-1 pitch to Jones is in there, and it's 0-2. 2 straight strikes in response. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Jones. Swing and a ground ball. One hop over to Cottle. Fields it, throws over, and retires Jones at first. And there's 2 away here in the 5th. And now Armani Newton in an RBI situation here in the 5th. 0 for 1 with a walk. Flew out to center his last time. 2-1 ball game now after the infield single and error by Preston Shelton. And the first pitch to Newton. Outside, it's 1-0. Money Newton has done damage against the Steamers so far. A combined 6 hits against the Clams. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike, including a home run. 1-1 now, looking for hit number 7 to try and tie up the ball game. Paget looking to strand another runner. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball, 2 hops to second. Myers gathers and throws to first, and that'll end the top half of the 5th. A run across on the infield single by Shelton. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 2-1. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you tonight on a misty, cloudy evening. Rain has been in the area, but no rain here in Edenton. A little rain earlier, but a little during the game here tonight. But not stopping the game yet. A 2-1 Steamers advantage and a new pitcher out on the mound for the River Bandits. Left-hander Adam Quincy, number 38 from Western Carolina University. Seymour, Tennessee native, came in the last game these two teams played in Tarboro and delivered huge innings out of the bullpen in that ball game. So far on the season, Quincy 9 innings, 3 games played. He has a save, 8 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 earned, 8 walks, 15 strikeouts. Second on the team to Bryant Baranek, and he'll face 2, 3, 4 for the Steamers here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Now with the lead down to just 1 after the RBI single by Preston Shelton. The infield single and scoring on the throwing error. And now Giomar Santana, 0 for 2 so far, and the first pitch outside. Giomar Santana in as the extra hitter tonight. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Baja, Puerto Rico native. Talking about the other night, Clamtastic player of the game. He had a few hits, few walks in the victory over Wake Forest, and he takes the 1-1 low and away. Just doing a job. Continuing to say that. Very versatile player, and moved up to the second spot in the lineup. He takes the 1-2 on the inside corner for a strike. Adding to that strikeout total there for Quincy. Strikeout number 16 on the season. And 1 out, and now Driftin' Paget due up here in the 5th. Paget, 0 for 2. He has a strikeout as well so far. And the first pitch, high, 4 strikeouts for the Clams so far in this one. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, and the pitch. Inside, almost got him, it's 2-1. 2 balls, no strikes. Going back to that outing against the Steamers, 3 2/3 of an inning. Paget grounds it to third, slow roller. Shelton grabs it, throws to first high, but Nielsen able to corral it, and Paget is retired, 2 away. 3 2/3 for Quincy against the Clams. He threw 80 pitches, only 3 hits. He gave up a few runs. It was in the 9th when he came out. He had a few walks, but 5 strikeouts. A 3 ERA total on the season. And now Tyler Overitis, 1 for 2 with a single his last time. Stranded over at first in the 3rd. The catcher tonight, as mentioned, making Winslow with the team tonight at the MLB Draft Combine. And the first pitch to Overitis is in there for a strike. Abbott out of the lineup for the Clams as well. Overitis into the cleanup spot for the 2nd time this season. And the 0-1. Low. It's 1-1. Really the 3rd time this season that rain has played a factor. Last game between these two teams, a hour and 45-minute delay. The 1-1 is high. It's 2-1. Tarboro, no delay, but hard downpouring a few games ago. Last time Quincy pitched in the matchup. And the 2-1 pitch to Overitis. Low, it's 3-1. Overitis continuing to rise his average. 8 hits now on the season. And the 3-1 pitch, low and away. Ball 4, and Overitis will go down to first with a 2-out walk, as Gabe Kirk will step up. And another lefty-lefty matchup for the Clams. Overitis with his 12th walk or hit batter of the season. Gabe Kirk still leads the team in home runs with 2 and RBIs with 14. And a big cut and a miss at the first pitch from Quincy. The struggles are on for Kirk since being named Hitter of the Week a few weeks ago. And the 0-1 throw over. Overitis is back. Balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 2-1 ball game. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled, straight back. Really outside of the, again, 9-2 win and the 23-14 offensive onslaught between the teams right here at historic Hicks Field. It's been low scoring. Pitching has ruled in this matchup, and tensions high between the two rivals, and the 0-2 is outside. Some big mistakes in the infield for both teams. Steamers had 3 errors in the loss in Tarboro. And the 1-2 is low. It's 2-2. The Bandits with a similar fate in the 9-2 loss last Friday. Close. 2-1 pitchers duel so far tonight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and the pitch. Swung on, grounded into right field, a base hit. 2 out hit for Kirk, up to second goes Overitis, and 2 on with 2 outs for the Clams. And for more, 2 out magic. 2 runs already across in the second with 2 outs. And now Ryan Kay to the dish. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. And his first at-bat against the second lefty in the game for the River Bandits, and the first out of the pen, Adam Quincy. Quincy for Western Carolina, 18 appearances in the spring, at 22 innings pitched, 0-1 with a 4.91 ERA. And the first pitch to Kay, inside, ball 1. His best outing of the year came against his now teammate, the Citadel, Phillips Daniels. He went 3 innings, 2 strikeouts. Ryan Kay looking here to get a run across and match the run in the top half of the 5th. And the pitch, low, good stop by Wilson. It's now 2-0. Mentioned Kay, the success, now 6 hits in his last 3 games against Tarboro. They're going to keep it going here. And the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And a DH today. Been in left field for most of the season for the Clams. Thank you to everyone watching along on YouTube, the official home of the Steamers. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count goes to 2-2. The change up there for Quincy on the inner half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Clams their 10th home game of the season. The 6-3 in historic Hicks Field. The 2-2 pitch. Low, ball 4. Gets away from Wilson. Both runners stop and will retreat. And the count goes 4-3-2. Clams the only PCL team that is above 500 away from their home ballpark. The River Bandits 3-3 away from home. Virginia Beach 1-1. Steamers 3-1. All those 3 wins, Chandler Padgett has started. The 3-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball into right field, a base hit. Coming around third is Overitis. Newton misplays it, and Overitis scores. Kirk coming around third. Newton's throw to the plate, and Kirk is out at the plate. Tyler Overitis scores. A base hit for Kay, but Kirk thrown out. Clams get another run. We go to the top half of the 6th. Edenton leads Tarboro 3-1. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 3 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, June 24th, Saturday, July 2nd, and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars today, and we will see you at the ballpark. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear.
Hi, this is William Stewart, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Will. Will pitching in the game on Sunday against the Disco Turkeys in the Steamers 12-7 defeat. Top half of the 6th, the new pitcher on the mound for the Clams, left-hander Ruben Costin out there on the hill. Costin, so far this season, 3 games. Costin, 3 games, 2 starts, 8 1/3 innings pitched, a 7.56 ERA. He's given up 10 hits, 10 walks, 6 Ks, 7 earned runs. He relieves Chandler Patchett, who goes 5 innings for the 4th consecutive start. This time he gives up a run on 5 hits, an error. One earned run. He walked 4, struck out 5, stranded a handful of River Bandits. 4, 5, 6 due up against Costin, who's on the mound in his 3rd relief appearance of the season. 2nd relief appearance, 2 starts. Going back to the bottom half of the 5th inning, the single by K. Overriders scored. Newton misplayed it, but threw it home and got Kirk, who tried to score with 2 outs on the misplay to end the inning. The run comes across, matches the run by the River Bandits in the 5th, so heading to the 6th inning. Will be both bullpens now the rest of the way, as Ruben Costin finishing his bullpen pitches, his warm-up pitches. Both teams now with active arms, as Ryan Nielsen coming up to the dish. Nielsen so far in this one 0 for 2 with a few ground outs, but now facing the lefty Costin in a lefty-righty matchup. It's the River Bandits looking to bounce back, try and even this one up. They got a run closer in the 5th. And the Steamers answering right back and getting a run in the bottom half. Nielsen, Hughes, and Daniels against the new pitcher Ruben Costin. And the first pitch from Costin, fastball bounces low in the dirt. Costin, one of 4 Steamers with at least 10 walks so far this season. 94 walks total as a team. And the 1-0. Bounced in the dirt. It's 2-0. Walked 18 in the 23-14 loss against the River Bandits, and 1-3. And the 2-0 pitch to Nielsen, almost in the same spot, just didn't bounce, and it's 3-0 to the River Bandits' first baseman Jack Nielsen. And at first base today is DH'd. Extra hit before this season. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch in there for a strike. It's 3-1. Rain coming down here at historic Hicks Field in a 3-1 ball game. And the 3-1 pitch to Nielsen. In there when the count is full, it's 3-2. Nielsen 0-2 so far. Padgett and went 5 innings, 87 pitches. Start after he threw over 118 against the Scallywags to get through 7. And the 3-2 pitch from Costin. Swung on, fouled off. Nielsen hit it off of his foot. And the count remains full. 3-2. More on Costin. He's started his last 2 games, but dating back to his first appearance against the Clovers, 4 2/3 out of the bullpen. He got the win in that game, the come from behind win. Only walked 2, struck out 6. But since then, in 2 starts, 7 earned runs allowed, 8 hits, 8 walks. Another relief appearance here, looking to get him back on the right track. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nielsen. And the pitch from Costin. Inside, ball 4, and Nielsen's going to go down to first, which will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 6th. As the designated hitter Colin Hughes will step in. Hughes, a hit, a walk so far tonight, and a ground out. And the first pitch, and Costin slips off of the mound as conditions continue to worsen. And a balk up to second base goes Nielsen. A balk on the delivery, or at least movement, from Costin off the mound. Like he slipped out on the dirt. Runner in scoring position as the River Bandits looking to strike right back. And the first pitch to Hughes is on the outside corner for a strike with a fastball. Fastball breaking ball for Costin. As long as he gets the fastball in the zone, works to contact. Biggest thing for him and other Steamers pitchers so far. And the 0-1 is fouled off. He's ahead 0-2 to Hughes. Both teams with a righty warming up in the bullpen. 3-1 ball game here in the 6th. Rams looking to win their 4th game so far against the River Bandits. They had 4 all of last season during the regular year. Will right as a block as the ball hits the dirt. Another fastball that Costin spikes, and it's now 1-2. Really middle game of the 7-game homestand. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the designated hitter Hughes. Has some pop at the dish. And the 1-2. Outside, it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes after the 0-2 start. The count now has gone to 2-2 to Hughes. Nielsen out at second. He walked, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the breaking pitch. A huge strikeout for Costin, and he gets out number 1 here in the 6th. Took something off that pitch, and now coming to the dish is the left fielder Philip Daniels. Top half of the 6th inning. 3-1 ball game. Rain coming down here in Edenton. And the first pitch to Daniels is low and inside. Out at second base is Nielsen. Daniels up at the dish. Spelling Brent Riddle, who started every game against the Clams so far this season. Daniels, the catcher outfielder, in left today. And the 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 2 walks so far for Daniels. 0 for 0. 1 ball, 1 strike. The breaking ball there from Costin. Nielsen goes to third. Strike in there. It's 1-2. Another stolen base by the River Bandits. Costin completely unaware. And Nielsen swipes third. And now an out from Daniels. Should bring in Nielsen. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball inside. Almost got Daniels. Got out of the way. It's now 2-2 with 1 out. As mentioned, the rain impacting conditions elsewhere in the PCL. Scallywags and Sea Dogs game has been canceled for tonight. The 2-2. Breaking pitch. Bounces to Overitis again. Doesn't hit Daniels, and the count goes full. It's 3-2. Another one that creeps in on the right-handed hitter's batter's box. And the count is full. Walked to Nielsen, who got to second. Swipe third. And the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball, ground ball right in front of the plate. Costin corrals it. Cannot plant his foot and cannot throw out Daniels, who reaches. A run comes across, and now it's a 3-2 ball game. Costin, it looks like he just stopped. Could not plant his foot, and by the time he would have thrown it, Daniels would have reaches. It's now a 3-2 game. Daniels with an RBI, his first hit. Now the switch-hitting J.B. Bell will hit from the right side. Bell 0 for 2. Both batting from the left side against the starter Paget. One out. The strikeout to Hughes. But a walk and another infield single. And the first pitch to Bell. This one softly grounded and fouled off of Bell's foot. It's 0-1. Shortstop. Motlow State, 24 games in the spring, 212 average, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. So far this season for the River Bandits. As mentioned, Bell, an on-base machine, 273 average in 11 games. Costin steps off. Bandits stealing the bags and forcing the Steamers pitchers here to think twice there on the mound. No balls and 1 strike to Bell. And the pitch from Costin. Breaking ball floats high and it goes to 1-1. Costin only pitched an inning for East Stroudsburg University in the spring. So already quadrupled that number and didn't start as well, came out of the pen. Big cut and a miss by Bell. It's now 1-2 on the fastball. Still searching for that other starter from Paget. Costin has been used. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. High fastball goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. The River Bandits now have scored a run in back-to-back innings. And for the second straight inning, they've closed the Steamers' lead down to 1, looking for more. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball outside. Bell went chasing, and the second strikeout for Costin here in the 6th. And now Keith Gardner will step in. Gardner has struck out twice, both against Paget, but has power at the plate. He has a home run so far this season. Over at first base is Daniels. An infield single brought a run in. And the first pitch from Costin is a fastball on the inside half for a strike. Going back to Gardner. First base, third base. Best game of his spring season, 2 for 5, a few hits, 2 runs, 6 RBIs versus Delaware State. And the 0-1. Breaking ball inside, and it hits Gardner. 2 outs and a hit batter. Back-breaking if you're Costin. Ahead in the count, 0-2. Struck out a few batters. Hits Gardner. Now putting a runner in scoring position for Eston Snyder, who already has a hit tonight. Hit his last time. 1 for 2. Hit and a strikeout. And the first pitch to him, a fastball fouled off. That breaking ball for Costin has continued to try and work it inside. Trying to dive it inside, but just has not hit the inside half. Really got 1 for a strike so far. And the 0-1 pitch to Snyder. On the outside corner with a changeup. And it's 0-2 with 2 outs. River Bandits, danger of stranding another 2 base runners. Snyder looking to change that. 3-2 game. And the 0-2 pitch from Costin. Swinging a fly ball on the infield. Garza and Myers. Myers underneath of it. He comes in and he makes the catch to end the top half of the 6th inning. An infield single scores a run. The River Bandits trim closer once more. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 3-2. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Adam Quincy out for his 2nd inning of work. He'll face Garza, Cottle, and Paulson. 3-2 Steamers lead. Really the difference in the ball game. The 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd for the Clams. Started by the bottom of the order. Garza 1 for 2. He had a base hit his first time. Then the first pitch from Quincy. Swung on, flied in the air to right. Converging is Newton, and he makes the catch. And Monty Newton coming sprinting in from right field. Nielsen and Jones going out as well, and Newton makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out, and now Alden Cottle to the dish. 1 for 1 with a hit. He has a walk. He has 2 RBIs as well. Right now, if looking the way this game is gone, player of the game for the Clans. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike, and hopefully for the Steamers, a game that can get Cottle out of the early season woes and get him on the right path as this calendar month turns to July. Garza and Morris started the season at 3rd. Cottle took over. Game number 6. And the 1-1s in there for strike. Rain is continuing to fall after a bit of a break. The game moves into the late stages. And the 1-2 pitch from Quincy. Swinging a fly ball to center. Drifting in is Snyder, shallow. Jones going to catch it. Drops down, excuse me. It falls. Jones, I thought it was in center field for a second. Jones camped underneath of it. Wynn took it in the infield, and Jones could not make the catch. Another error. Cottle has reached for the 3rd time. And now Nate Paulson will come to the dish. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. 3 errors. 3 errors for both teams. 1 out. And the Steamers have a runner on, looking to match the run in the top half of the 6th. And the first pitch to Paulson is high, ball 1. Apologies to those watching along. It looked like the ball was going to center. Coming in was Snyder, running hard in. Jones calling it off and then going down to a knee, trying to make the catch as Quincy throws over to first. Cottle is back. Paulson walked his first time in the 2nd. The 2-run inning. Grounded grounded out his last time, and the 1-0 is high, 2-0. Davis Halstead on deck for the Clams, the bottom of the order. A 3-2 ball game. 3 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Clams. 2-0, throw back to first, and Cottle is back. The count moves up to 3-0 to Paulson. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the River Bandits. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch from Quincy. Inside, ball 4. Paulson walks for the second time, the 5th walk for the Clams this game. And now Davis Halstead up to the dish. He's reached twice, a single and a walk. And Josh Wilson going to go out to the mound and talk with Quincy. Again, back-to-back games now where weather becoming a factor. Hour and 45-minute delay before the Steamers' victory on Friday. And now rain coming down. 1 out, runners on first and second. Halstead with another opportunity. 3rd time he's been up with runners on at least 2 bags. And the first pitch from Quincy, high and in, it's 1-0. Halstead so far, only 1 RBI to this point. His hit in the second was an infield single that loaded him up. And the 1-0 pitch in there, and it's 1-1. And see a fastball working it all around the zone, inside, outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And stoppage here. Wilson calling time. The dugout for the River Bandits calling out a sign, maybe hand waving in front of the face. Of course, coming down, hard to see. Missing signs here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Halstead. Swung on, fouled off. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Steamers and River Bandits, the 6th matchup between the teams. Halfway through the matchups this season, teams will play 6 more. Starting with the next matchup, the 26th in Tarboro. The 1-2 grounded to third. 1 hop, Shelton to second for 1. Jones, the throw to first is not in time. And Halstead will reach on a fielder's choice. 2 outs, and now the lineup turns over for Luke Myers. And runners on the corners now as Myers another RBI opportunity. He's 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. And the next matchup between the teams on the 26th in Tarboro. And then back-to-back matchups again in the beginning of July. Right here at Historic Hicks Field on the 2nd and the 3rd before the All-Star break in the PCL. Both of these teams going to be well represented. At the top, a lot of really good contributors. Going off from first is Halstead. Strike call, throw down to second. Halstead is in there. Jones making the catch, trying to prevent the double steal. Stolen base for Halstead. That is his 3rd of the season. Tied for Paulson now, and 2 runners in scoring position for Myers. 0-1 pitch, shot foul, and Quincy 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Already 38 pitches for the redshirt freshman. 0-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Clams looking for more runs, and the pitch to Myers popped in the air on the infield. Nielsen coming in, and he'll make the catch. And the Steamers strand 2 more on the bases. We go to the top of the 7th. 1-run game here at Historic Hicks Field. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 3-2. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 3 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, June 24th, Saturday, July 2nd, and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars today, and we will see you at the ballpark. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowon County Cantaloupes gear, but the
only
second
at
annual
historic
Clam
Hicks
Jam
Field.
is coming up
Thank
on
you
Saturday,
for your support
September
and
9th.
repping
We
your
welcome 3
Steamers
awesome
gear.
bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15, or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. Right now in a conference just outside of home plate. Both teams, rain has been really held back here. Coaches out on the playing field. Grant Crosby, Justin Hill, Steamers GM Tyler Russell as well, talking with the 3 umpires for tonight's game as rain has continued to fall, trying to make a decision for the final 3 innings here as conditions have worsened on the field. 3-2 ball game. A little scoring summary brought to you by Farrell Gas. 2 runs in the bottom of the second for the Clams on a 2 RBI single by Alden Cottle. Both teams trading runs in the 5th inning. Playing some small ball with the River Bandits, getting a run across. The Clams got one in the bottom of the 5th on an RBI base hit by Ryan Kay. Top of the 6th, the River Bandits got one in. The Steamers held scoreless in the bottom half. And a decision has been made by the home plate umpires. And that is the ball game. Umpires have made the call on the field. Eric Byram, Frank Eduardo, and Kenny Lewis, after conferences with Coach Justin Hill and Grant Crosby, that this game is over in the 7th inning. Rain doing this game in, and the Steamers are going to have a 3-2 victory as we enter the 7th inning. Final in 7, Steamers take down the River Bandits 3-2. The first weather-shortened game of the season for the Steamers. Second straight game for the River Bandits. A game ends before reaching the 8th inning. Five-inning loss against Tarboro, against Outer Banks, last night for the River Bandits, and now they fall 3-2 to the Steamers. Again, everyone, a rain-out game. The game ends after 6 innings, which is over halfway in, giving the Steamers the rain-shortened victory. They will move to 10-4, and Tarboro now falls 4 straight ball games now fall to under 500 in the PCL. Thank you for watching another presentation of Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. I'm Jacob Smedley saying thanks for watching. The next broadcast will be on Thursday when the Steamers continue the homestand against the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Again, the final score in 6 innings. The Steamers take down the River Bandits by a final score of 3-2. Jacob Smedley saying so long, and thank you for listening to another presentation of Edenton Steamers Baseball.